Hello, everybody. So, kind of a dreary, rainy Sunday, but since it's just drizzling, now's the time to take the dog for the old walk. And it'll probably pick up or whatever, no big deal. So, if you watched any of my earlier stuff, you noticed I did a insane video on New York. What up, Charlie? Thank you so much for joining me. And the story goes like this. 18-year-old girl who's homeless. How you doing, Flick Off? I'm doing all right, my friend. Sup? What's up, crew? How we doing? I by the way, had a great time with John Fitch at Bellator 222. Dude, thank you so much, Fitch. The seats were incredible. My brother and I sat next to the Gracie family. And if you're watching this, I'm going to give you some inside scoop. Henzo's going to fight again. He's going to fight 1FC against the Gracie killer, Sakuraba. So that's some exclusive stuff if you're watching Jason Burmis. But back to the story. 18-year-old girl, she's a month away from having a baby, but she got somehow artificially inseminated by this guy. And the story's really supposed to be about him, because this is his 50th one or something like that. He's a surrogate father. It's an incredible story. And then she has a lesbian lover. They wouldn't say what age she was, but easily in her mid-20s, maybe even early 30s. I could not tell. The mother's against this, maybe because they're both homeless. And she's 18 years old and without a job. Oh, thank you very much on the Happy Father's Day. At the AMA later, because, hey, guys, I hit 20K today. Pretty awesome. On the road to 30K. 30K, you can do a lot more with your channel. So that's the real goal. Let's keep pumping out content, get to 30K, keep growing this thing, and hopefully, I can continue to do this. Maybe I'm going to have some pretty big announcements, but we are going to have some pretty big announcements on the 20K AMA, answering everybody's questions. Back to the story. So I also pointed out that, while these things are kind of being encouraged, I'm in upstate New York. We're very, very different. Yeah, of course I have a dog. It's Karma. I don't know if I can... There she is. I don't want to drop this, but there's my doggy dog. She is the ripe old age of 12. She's my last one. I had 3. I had her brother. Back cancer at 6. He went down, took out his spine. And then about a year and a half, 2 years ago, LJ. Done. Those are heartbreaking. But my old lady's holding up, and I love her very much. So anyway, they ship a lot of these people with no jobs up into counties like mine. I showed a story about Broome County, which is about 60 miles from here. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. Depends on how you're driving. Thank you on the awesome dog. She's my lady baby. And I was talking, by the way, you'll see a lot of for rent stuff. I was talking about how Main Street America has pretty much been decimated. Now, I basically have a service economy on Main Street here, all right? And this is, for instance, we're hitting the corner. This is Simply Ty, all right? Thank you so much for the super chat, Charlie Walter. That's awesome. You keep up the good work. Congrats, thank you. And then we have the Yellow Deli and a tattoo shop. Come on, Carl. All right, now, we have another tattoo parlor right here, closed right now. Head shop. And then a store that was there for 20 years, shoe shop, gone. Again, Main Street, decimated. Bar / strip club, but it's not what you're thinking. This has been boarded up for quite some time. Looks like they're about to put a realty center in there. Another couple closed shops. My boy Serenity, closed on the other side. Closed. McLaughlin's, that recently got closed. Dude, thank you so much. Alice, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Again, more closed. So, like it's, again, we're closed, we're a coffee shop, or we're pizza. Thrift store. Thrift stores make it here, This is a coffee shop bagel store. Let's see, and here we go, the bar. So, bars are pretty good. Let's see, have you seen Kingston? I used to live, we just drove through the Catskills, but I used to live in Dutchess County. And caught the train from Kingston, when was it? The New Year's show down in the Hulu Theater in the Garden for the Professional Fighting League. Listen, like a lot of this land is gorgeous, but look at Main Street here. You know, it's all service, and it's like a bar or you're closed, a pizza shop or you're closed. Subway's about like the only corporate thing on the other side here. Remember we had the 2 tattoo parlors? How many steps have we been? It's the best tattoo shop, by the way. My friends run that one. Sushi spot, so you can get Chinese food in here. Right here, what we're doing, we're passing the bar I used to run. So the jug still does well. It absolutely does well. It's one of those things. Yeah, this is upstate New York. This is Otsego County. You're looking at it. This place got subsidized by the no tax New York for 10 years. And they really don't make any money on their electronics, but they do things for higher education testing. That's open, okay? Another sushi shop. Another coffee shop. By the way, another Asian stop, shut down pizza shop, and then empty. Now here, another bar. Another bar's opening, finally. It also got subsidized to the tune of about $250,000. It's a burrito bar. Closed coffee shop. That coffee shop's been closed, geez, maybe 15 years. So, I mean, we're close to the end of Main Street. I'm gonna continue on and then walk around, but you get the idea, guys. We're not doing great. You know, all these other big buildings that I'm walking by, these are like banks. That's it. Banks and loaning institutions and county buildings. You know, on the other side, I got another restaurant, Autumn Cafe / bar. It's more of a restaurant, but there. Let's see, what do we got here? Dude, guys, thank you guys so much. Man, that's so awesome, dude. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. Here's the deal. I'm gonna be talking about a lot, but you know, obviously I haven't been working with Luke the last couple weeks, and I was really hoping that we were gonna work something out. And by the way, I love Luke. Without him, I wouldn't be doing this every day again. You know, he's the one that really motivated me to get back in the game. Bilderberg 2017. Rent is high here. It's ridiculous. Oh, how far from the city? About 140, 55 miles, depending on how you go, but it takes about 3.5, 4 hours, depending on how you go too. You know, if you want to take highways, it's gonna be more mileage, but maybe it'll take less time. You know, it's windy. I've done Manhattan like 3 hours here. So anyway, back to everything. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe as well. So I actually started one. I'm gonna give the link out later tonight when I do the 20K AMA. And I'm shooting for $5,000 a month. I'm gonna try to do, 5 to 7 videos a day, maybe more. And then on top of that, what I'd really like to do, other than the 5 to 7 videos, because I really like to get 30 to 50 minimum every single week. How far from Cooperstown? I used to head the Dreams Park video department. Worked there for a couple years. Actually did the ceremonies there. So Cooperstown, I don't know. It's probably like 20 miles, but it takes me about half an hour to get there. Dreams Park itself was a good 20-minute drive, depending. But anyway, back to it, I guess. So if I can get $5,000 a month, raise that, keep continuing to grow this, hopefully keep as much of this monetized, and encourage YouTube to keep me on the platform. You know, I'm not saying anything nuts, guys. Everything I'm saying, I think, is pretty reasonable. I've never come at it from a right or left perspective. I'm covering real news, mostly mainstream stuff that everybody's seen. You know, I'm not revolutionary by any means. I just don't feel like I can be bought. You know, I'm hoping that I can provide a good life for my nieces. You know, say it was Father's Day. I'll show you some of the stuff I got, the little handmade crafts from my 8 and 10-year-old nieces I got from them while I spent the day. But, you know, obviously I put some videos out. So I worked. You know, I made them some food. They watched Captain Marvel. Did you major in journal? No, actually. So I guess if you want a little bit of my story on the walk here. No, I went to school for graphics, for computer art. They didn't even, hey, what's up, Shep? How you doing, brother? So, majored in computer art wasn't even a major. So at the time it was like I was taking regular art and design courses with an emphasis in computer art. This is all the way back in 1997 when I was, ripe old 18 years old. And through that, I learned Photoshop and some 3D modeling programs, and obviously some of the Adobe suite. That's kind of how I fell into all this game, aside from researching 9/11 and falling in with the loose change guys. By the way, Dylan Avery, supposedly going to be back in Oneonta in a few days, and I hope to lock him down for an interview. I'm pretty sure he'll be more than willing to do that, so it should be fun. And it's going to be really fun. Hopefully, Dylan's got cool projects other than Black and Blue out there, if you haven't heard about it. But that's what it is about to me. To keep pushing on, keep putting out real info. I'm not right, I'm not left. I'm going to call out the fact that Pompeo and Bolton seem to be eagerly leading us into a very bad situation. Coming to Colorado. Yeah, well, I'd like to go a lot of places. I'm trying to find the cheapest, nicest place I can find with great internet. But then again, do I want to move my kids? I mean, now that we've gotten off Main Street and I'm on the way to the park, even though it's raining outside at a pretty good pace, it's pretty, it's quiet, I feel safe. I really do appreciate that, guys. I appreciate all the help, and like I said, I don't see why it's unreasonable. I can't make that amount of money, and maybe if we can even make more than that, if we can continue to get this stuff monetized, grow the channel, and it's almost self-sufficient, then at least once a month we can go on location to a real story that I care about, you know? Maybe we can produce some more documentary films again. By the way, Shepard Ambellis, who is in the comment section right now, founder of IntelliHub.com. Uh-oh. Guys, do I go for the train? Come on, Carm. Come on, we gotta pass it. We gotta do it. Just made it. All right. Whew. Running past trains, guys. Don't worry. You'll barely see it in the backdrop. I wouldn't have done it if it was that crazy. Anyway, Shepard in the comments. He wrote and directed. Let's see if we get the train in there. I'm sure we'll get it. Fun stuff, guys. There we go. Anyway, yeah, I didn't cheat death. Trust me, I wouldn't have risked it. You guys are funny, man. So anyway, Shepard co-wrote and directed one of my favorite films that I ever worked on. And it is called Up, and there's the poopage by the dog. We clean up our poop here. If you don't do that, you're a terrible person, by the way. Shade the Motion Picture. Unbelievable how interrupted all that got, from the train to the dog do. That's all right, we're gonna take care of everything. Bam. Come on, Carm. Go back to the garbage. Come on, baby. But yo, Shade the Motion Picture. You wanna learn. Yes, I am an old man. I know it. So are you. You want to learn about the Bilderberg Group for real. Back in the day when people were talking about it, when there wasn't 5 people covering it, when Charlie Skelton was kind of late to the party. Now, Charlie Skelton, and don't get me wrong, even at that point, his stuff was cutting edge. He did amazing stuff. All right? But now he's one of the lone voices. And he's the one going, why isn't the alternative media covering this? Think about it. I mean, come on. Yes, thank you for the claps. We take care of things here. But you want to learn about that? You want to learn about geoengineering? You want to talk bioengineering, eugenics, real solutions, things you... Again, what's the real solution in your life, guys? Where are you living? How's your family? One of the things I actually like about Jordan Peterson is he tells you to make your own bed, get your own shit together. And that's so key. So key. And you know, it's one of the reasons that, you know, essentially this decision to go solo right now is happening. I got to make stuff happen. Guys, I'll be 40 in 5 weeks. All right? 5 weeks. Old man Burmis, 40 years old. Now's the time to strike. You don't have all the time. Thank you so much, Flick Off, for cleaning up. Listen, the only time you don't clean up your dog's poop, by the way, guys, is if you're on a wood line. if you're out on a wood line, whatever, it's nature. Some other animals gonna come by. We got deer here, we got beavers and woodchucks and all sorts of things. Trust me. But the bottom line is, 40 years old, life's probably more than half out over for me. I want to make it to like 126. Be awesome if I was just a third of the way there. But, but who knows? You might not even have tomorrow. Nobody knows. That's the deal. So again, guys, I'm just so happy to hit the 20K. We're going to do the AMA. It's going to be a really fun broadcast. We're going to talk about a lot. I hope everybody's checking out my work. You know, I think my deep dive into JFK and Warren DeBruy is excellent. I'm going to be going on the Corbett Report later this week to discuss the DeBruy memorandum. It's actually DeBruy, but I keep saying DeBruy because it looks that way. It's the same way I was saying Jimmy Savile when it's Savile. All you UK people, I'm going to get it. Savile. We're doing it all the time. Probably even can't even say his name without this thing eventually getting demonetized, but who knows? Every other culture used to look forward to growing older. What happened? Well, I'll tell you what happened. Right now, I'm 40, and believe me, when I was a kid, I couldn't wait to grow up. But I also don't have the longest time to have my own children. I'd like to have a family. I know that sounds crazy in this day and age, where Edward Bernays. I know it sounds crazy in this day and age, but look at my life also. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Would I be stable? Listen, if I had a kid, would I be more locked down? Would I be speaking out more? Would I have the time to do so? I know right now I'm juggling 2 children, but they're 8 and 10 now. They came into my life at 6 and 8 or right around there. You know, it's almost 3 years. I didn't raise them from babies. You know, I didn't have to pay those hospital bills. I don't. Yes, I'm going to be 40 in 5 weeks. Yes, 40. It's happening. 1979. You know what I'm saying? It's the real deal. So yes, listen, I am looking forward to moving on and trying to create something great and doing that sort of thing. But at the same time, you know, don't we all want that? I don't want to die alone. You want to die alone? You know, you can make connections outside. I definitely have people in my life who I consider family. But the truth of the matter is, you know, it's nature, it's biology to procreate, to try to have one of your very own, you know, live on with your values, your morals. There's something to be said about genetics and memories being passed on. So I don't know, I hope it happens. If it doesn't, I guess it's not the end of the world. But, you know, I'm raising 2 girls pretty great right now. I got to tell you, they're pretty awesome. Very artistic, very smart. Love to read. They're doing instruments, sports. Just everything's looking bright, so I'm happy about it. Post your POS so we can send you a birthday card. Send me digital birthday cards. Nothing too graphic. How about that? I appreciate it. So yeah, I don't have a PO box. I don't have any of that. I'm gonna have to set just about everything up. The first thing I did to see if this is gonna work is, like I said, I did a GoFundMe, guys. And with that GoFundMe, we'll see what happens. If I can raise real money and do this month to month, it's hashtag Burmis Brigade month 1. So thank you for the happy Father's Day. So we'll see what happens. Wipe the lens. Okay, sorry. Yeah, no, it looks like it's tough out there. How's that? There we go. Yeah, you know. Oh, that's wet. That's wet, huh, Carm? Say hi to the people. Karma. Yeah, I know it. Oh, so I don't know, guys. I think I'm gonna put her away. This has been a 20-minute. I appreciate all the super chats. Much love. I'm being that AMA. Hopefully we're gonna do an hour. We're gonna talk just about everything. I think we're gonna talk about Iran. Thank you guys so much. We're gonna talk about Iran. We're gonna talk about Pompeo. We're going to talk about DARPA. Talk about fake news. I mean, guys, you see my video today on how everybody was tweeting out that fake DARPA video, the Boss Town Dynamics video. Now it's fine, because a lot of people are going to say, oh, I knew it was a parody in the first place, where they shot the thing and whipped it and hit it with a dodgeball and a hockey stick and laughed at it. Look, the real stuff is way more disturbing, okay? And so I wanted to point that out. It's good that maybe it's raising awareness, but automation is here. We need new skill sets. We got to figure out what we're going to do as a species, because these people call them technocrats. I don't think they're technocratic at all. They're part of a technopoly. They're like, I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say it. Is there going to be Burmese Brigade merch? There probably will be. So here's the thing, guys. Again, going solo and doing all that. Once we get to 30K, we're gonna have things set up where not only will there be a merch store, but you'll be able to get everything. And the other thing is, I want to encourage YouTube to keep me on the platform. It's a huge platform to reach people. I'm not trying to attack people. All right, much love. Like, you want to bring people in. You don't want to alienate them. You know, if you alienate people, how are you going to change their minds? And alienating such a huge platform is the wrong way to go. So, you know, oh, come on, baby, I'm sorry. When you aren't reasonable and you implore to be taken off, and believe me, I don't like the censorship. I'll speak out against that. I'm not trying to sell out here either. But when you make it very difficult, because I'm not saying any hate speech, I'm not calling for violence. I want people to talk to one another. I want discernment. You know, you don't want to lose those people, and you fight that intellectual battle, you know, intellectually, and that's how I feel about it. What's my dog's name? It's Karma. If you're just tuning in. So guys, if you're not subscribed and you just like the walk and talk, well, check out my other material. Hopefully you're gonna love that. And like I said, later on tonight, I'm going to be there with the 20K AMA, and I'm going to try to pound out another couple news videos, because there's some interesting stuff going on in the hacking world. And Target had their entire infrastructure taken down, all their devices where they were trying to communicate with each other and sell things for 2 hours. Think about how much they lost today. Pretty crazy stuff. I'm going to try to put that with what happened with Baltimore. Most people don't even know about that, and ransomware. But it's an interesting topic. I want to say thank you again for all the super